and it's really pretty good. I try to play a little Christmas music because that undergirds the Christian faith all year round. And because fulfilled prophecy, that proves you're reading God's holy word. And so Christmas reminds you of fulfilled prophecy. He was born in Bethlehem, born the ancient one. And then that means we have the vanity and this idea of Gabor, Isaiah 9:6, Gabor, the Almighty, Prince of Peace, wonderful counsel, that's what he was. And then the same book says he'd be born of a virgin. So a little Christmas music, I don't know. They got Christmas in July sale, so I just go ahead and play a little bit, you know.
Yeah. I wanted to talk to you today a little bit more about like foods, like avocados and...
Okay, well that's a good source of omega-3. But the best source of omega-3 really is to get that.
What is omega-3? What does it do, or what is that? Why is that important?
Omega-3, it's what your brain needs. It helps your brain, helps to stave off dementia, poor memory. It strengthens your brain. See, the brain is.
That's why you want avocados.
It's made out of fat, and omega-3 is pretty close. The best source of omega-3 is to get that good Karma flaxseed milk, because it has 1,700, let me think, about 1,700 milligrams for 8 ounces, and that's a whole lot. That's almost, you're pushing almost 2 grams, and you can drink it real quick, you know. And so go to DIANES and get a gallon of that stuff, 2 half-gallon containers, and you get a whole lot of omega-3.
Yeah.
Now, they're telling us more and more that anytime you can get high-quality vegetable fat in your diet, that's a really good move. So avocados are a really good move. Sardines have a good bit of omega-3, but the thing with fish is that it's more and more being contaminated with mercury. And so if you get sardines, you got to soak it in vinegar for about 15 minutes, 2 or 3 times.
Oh, wow.
To get the mercury out of there. And
white vinegar?
Yeah, vinegar is going to pull the mercury out of most of it. But anyway, a tuna and these bigger fish, they got a lot of mercury. They're telling us that fish is increasing in mercury content about 4% a year. So the thing of it is that 4% of last year's total is a lot more mercury than 4% of what was the amount of mercury the year before. So 4% increase in mercury, and they've been keeping tabs of it for about 15, 20 years. It's a pretty good dose of mercury, and mercury goes into the water from people burning coal. And so and the mercury it causes severe tremors, nervous tremors. It's hard, and so you got to go through a real rigorous detoxification diet to pull all these heavy metals out, you know.
Like diatomaceous earth.
There's what's that one herb? I'll remember in a minute.
I also...
There's a herb that you can take, and it's a green that's common at the store, and
really?
You just keep eating that.
Like spinach or...
It's some kind of herb. I can't remember. I'll remember that.
Parsley, cilantro.
That's it, cilantro. Cilantro, that's it.
Okay, so today
cilantro
is Sunday.
Cilantro pulls heavy metals out of your...
I'm dying to ask you, because like I've been trying to figure it out, because you
just
said we're not supposed to...
organic avocado, organic flaxseed milk.
Always organic?
Yeah, because it might have pesticide in there, or the vegetable may be GMO, genetically modified organism, and you don't want that. All corn, just about is all GMO, so you're incorporating amino acid from corn that's defective, so you're making defective tissue.
Well, isn't corn bad for us because we can't break it down in our bodies anyway?
Well, you can break it down. You want to get organic corn because that's not GMO and it don't have pesticide on it or Roundup. Nothing about vegetables, if they're not organic, they got Roundup on them. So I go down over to Target. Target's got a pretty good selection. They got organic avocados. Most of the time they got organic oranges, organic bananas, organic tomatoes.
Wow.
And organic apples. A lot of times they got organic nectarines and pears. They got and organic red grapes. It's not a real big section, but they got a whole lot of stuff over there. And Winn-Dixie's trying to keep up with them a little bit, but Winn-Dixie's prices are kind of high. So, but avocados are good because you're putting a vegetable fat in your diet that's good for you. And it's always a really good move going, an avocado. So organic avocados are over at Target. Target has them, and they got a pretty good deal. And DIANES sells organic avocados, but you're going to pay a whole lot more,
Yeah.
like half again as much. And,
Christian, I have to ask you. It's kind of been driving me bonkers. I'm trying to understand the unweeded bread thing, and
what?
the not unweeded, unleavened bread,
Uh-huh.
and about like wine. Like, are there times where wine is okay and times where wine isn't okay, or like? I'm confused about if wine is good or bad, or like basically.
Well, see, anytime you can stay away from alcohol, this is a really good move because alcohol really isn't good for you. Now, the idea with wine is people talk about because red wine has resveratrol, and that helps the circulation. It prevents the shortening of telomeres, which drastically increases longevity. And so somebody drinking, if possible, if you had a vineyard and you were drinking the grape juice from those really dark red grape juice with that really super dark red grape juice, if you're drinking a quart of that fresh grape juice every day, you know something, you may end up living to 120 or 30 years old. It's going to drastically increase longevity drastically. But the trouble is most people just don't buy it, or they have red grapes at the store, but the juice from those red grapes is not super dark red. But if you get that Cadine Jewish grape juice, it's real dark red.
Yeah.
And sometimes Welch's sells.
Where do you usually get that?
Winn-Dixie sells Cadine red grape juice, and
Cadine.
but it's really super dark red. And sometimes you'll find Welch's red grape juice. Sometimes you can find it at Target. Sometimes you can find it at Walmart. But I haven't been able to find it.
What
for
are
a
the
while.
best things we could ever eat?
Well,
What do humans need for like best?
a real good move is to for women is to eat organic spinach because it has twice as much antioxidants as what comes in second place, and it's going to pull the metabolites of estrogen out of your body that want to cause cancer in the chest area and the digestive area. Because
Estrogen?
the metabolites of estrogen, because the liver filters them out, forms a bile, and it
Spinach?
pushes it into the digestive system, and it wants to cause cancer there.
Yeah, I
Everything
can
that
feel it.
causes cancer, it's a free radical, and it causes tissue irritation.
Mm-hmm.
And so you want to put stuff in your diet that has antioxidant rich, so it pulls out the free radicals of metabolism, the metabolites of estrogen and other things. Real important not to breathe other people's smoke. Other people's smoke, secondhand smoke is deadly. They're finding out more and more it's deadly. And don't go in somebody's home where they've been smoking cigars and cigarettes because it leaves a residue all over everything. And you sit down and you picking up all that residue on your clothes, and then when you wash your clothes, it's washing that residue all over everything. You're getting it on your hands, and this residue is going to have cyanide in it. So cigarette smoke has cyanide in it, and cyanide's pretty deadly. And so a really good move is organic yogurt because the acidophilus it greatly enables digestion. It prevents diverticulitis, and it improves the immune system because it combines with the enzymes in your digestive system and it forms an antibiotic many times more powerful, most powerful antibiotic you can take. If you put some organic prunes, some Newman's Own organic prunes, that stimulates bone growth, and that's really significant because if your bones are being stimulated gently to grow, and then you're drinking some vitamin C, your body is pulling in that calcium in that.
What stimulates the bones to grow? The yogurt does?
Organic prunes.
Oh, the prunes.
Yeah, and then see, when you drink that vitamin C, calcium and magnesium it is absorbed into your body in citric acid environment.
How do you normally eat this stuff? Do you make like a salad? Do you juice it all together? Or
You can put mandarin oranges and prunes in your yogurt. You get vitamin C and prunes that way. You can drink fresh squeezed organic oranges, and then you get orange juice that way, vitamin C. And I kind of stay away from grapefruit, because my reading about grapefruit, it causes the urology to fuse together. So I don't drink too much. I don't eat grapefruit, but the oranges are pretty good. And when you drink orange juice with the organic yogurt or the organic milk, it kind of helps to take the edge off that acid, and it helps your body absorb that calcium about 50, 80, 100 times better than eating some calcium-rich food that is not in the presence of some citric acid. And so with your spinach, you want to put some kind of protein on there, like some organic egg, some organic garbanzos, some organic
garbanzo beans,
or some red beans or pinto beans. Those are all superfoods. And then or some organic egg, and the protein enables your eyes to absorb the lutein and the carotene in the organic carrots, and then the spinach a whole lot better. And see, lutein helps protect your retinas against bright light. So it's a really good move. Spinach has a lot of antioxidants, has twice as much antioxidants as what comes in second place, and it also provides your eyes with lutein, so it protects your eyes against bright light. But
what about breaking addiction?
Wearing polarized lenses are real good.
How can we break addiction from sugar, like from eating all the
Well,
candies and
for sure I
cookies?
wouldn't go to using synthetic sweeteners, because they cause blackouts and damage the brain and damage the liver and everything else, cause cancer.
That explains my blackouts?
Sodium, saccharin, all that kind of stuff.
I have a huge sugar problem.
So I would mess with that. I would don't sit on my back.
I won't.
Oh, you can sit right here if you want.
I'm all right.
And like I drink that jasmine green tea, and it has a natural sweetness to it. It's kind of nice, and just use a little honey.
Well, what I'm saying is it's like literally addiction. Like, how can I stop the cravings, or how do I wean myself off of that, or like how can I stop?
Just cut back a little bit.
It's addicting.
But you should have any trouble. Just start eating a little bit of carbohydrate. And,
like potatoes? What do you mean?
Yeah, some sweet potato that you can get from vitamin A that way, and put a little butter and that sort of thing on. And then instead of using white sugar, start using organic honey. And see, that way you're going to get some vitamin nutrients from the honey. And you can get that royal jelly. It's sweet and it's got a lot of nutrients in it. Start using that royal jelly honey instead of sugar, and you'll get all the nutrients from that. And you'll find that gives you a lot more staying power. I remember I used to ride from St. Augustine to Jacksonville, Florida on my bike all the time. And I remember one time I was going down A1A, and I said, I just don't feel tired at all. I feel like I'm ready to go. And I went by that little grocery store there on the left, and I was flying down the road. Had my carbon fiber wheel.
What gave you that energy? What were you eating?
Raw organic honey.
Oh,
and I said, it's that honey. That honey will give you staying power. It really will.
Staying power?
Staying power. I mean, it just
staying.
Staying power. And when I rode to Jacksonville, I'd always have a half a gallon of milk and a half gallon of orange juice, and I would drink a little of both on the way there. And,
organic milk? Or like what kind of milk?
Just whatever I could get. I wasn't organic crazy way back then, but I would have a half gallon of milk, half gallon of orange juice. And I would generally use a carton. I didn't like.
I thought milk is bad because it's like has pus or like.
No, that milk is what you need, because see, your heart needs calcium to contract. If you don't have the calcium, magnesium in your system, your muscles won't contract. So you want to have some milk, because that's what your muscles need and your heart needs. And so I would drink milk and orange juice. And then I got hip to the buses. I started putting my bike on the front end of a Sunshine bus, and that would get me to that parking lot in Ponte Vedra by A1A. And then I put my bike on the front end of the Jacksonville bus, and I would get off at University Boulevard. It only had about a 8